In the year 2000. Howdy, everyone. How y'all doing? What's up? My eyes aren't opening. I don't know why. So, hi. Yeah. Welcome to another stream today. I switched over to Google Media Pipe, so I don't know how this is gonna go. I've never really tried switching my actual, like, tracking, whatever it is, the codec, I don't know what you want to call it. So yeah, this is going to be pretty nice. I like the actual movement. I might need to reconfigure a few settings with my actual thing, but yeah, I'm digging it quite a bit. I saw that they put out the update for it just the other day. Give me a moment here. We're gonna see if I can switch this up. 1 second. There. Give me just a moment and see if I can't get my eye fixed. Get my eyes fixed a little bit here. Just bear with me a second. There. All right, there we go. There we go. We'll see how this works. More things broke. There we go. I'm having a day, in case you couldn't tell. We'll get this figured out eventually. I was going to do all of this stuff yesterday, but unfortunately the servers went down. No Man's Sky servers were having some issues. I don't know what the deal was. They put out a hotfix for it this morning, so hopefully everything should be ready to go and back to normal. So I'm not anticipating any weird issues or anything like that, but yeah, it was it caused a little bit of a delay in what we were going to do today. So it is what it is. Not much I can do about it, other than just wait for it to get back to normal. But yeah, we're back. It was kind of a bad time for the servers to go down because they just started a new expedition, right? And yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. It's not a terribly difficult expedition. That's honestly how I kind of like them. You know, I like my expeditions to be kind of fast and breezy. I'm not here for the crafting. I'm not here for the combat. I just want to explore cool worlds and stuff, right? Let's go ahead and I'm trying to get a few more items for my builds as well. But yeah, so the only downside with the expedition is that it has a timed section, a community research section, but I think it was data mined that it is actually just timed. It's really the first expedition I can remember them doing that, and it's honestly kind of annoying. It's not that great. I just want to go ahead and finish it. You know, I can see why they are probably doing it. Let me adjust some of this stuff. You know, they said that this was going to be like part 2 of a 4-part series, so I'm guessing they want the expedition to finish, and then it just like jumps right into the next part. You know, they're putting out updates at a pretty breezy pace at this point, so I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, once the expedition's done, they kind of jump immediately into the next whatever update it happens to be. You know, on one hand, it's really cool that we're still getting these updates and everything after all of these years. But it is also very, very annoying to have a time gate and expedition. Like I said, I don't really ever remember them doing that before, so I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, I just kind of want it to be done, but I've got most of the expedition finished. At this point, I'm just kind of waiting for them to load that up, round out the expedition rewards, and then just get back into it. I really don't have anything else to do in the actual expedition portion of it. This is just my normal save at this point. But other than that, you know, I'm still having a lot of fun with the game, and it's still, you know, just another classic one to just kind of hop into every now and then, have some fun with it. I think I just kind of survey a little bit of everything, right? Scan targets. Why is this not reacting? Like, I'm scanning the minerals, right? Identified plant. Okay. Where was the unidentified mineral? I just passed it. Okay. Here we go, here we go. Okay, did they end up breaking another one? I think they just did. I think that's what just happened. So, yeah, that's not great. All right, so everything is broken. So we're just gonna have to abandon this one and then try again. The problem with a lot of the Quicksilver missions is it's like some of them are really easy and some of them just take way too long. They just take forever. And so I'm kind of picky about which ones I do. Usually the scan the thingies is really not too bad. But for whatever reason, it just broke. So, okay. All right, but yeah, you know, like I said, I was going to do this yesterday, ended up not doing it. Servers went down and all of that, so I've just been reading, catching up on some things, and just kind of chilling. You know, I reached rank 15 with my Island Sanctuary, so I can just kind of do my workshop stuff and round that out over an FF14. You know, I was trying to watch a little bit of the PC gaming announcements today. Well, I don't know if it was PC gaming, just general gaming announcements the past weekend. And yeah, so I watched the Starfield gameplay trailer. Looks really good. I mean, it opened with a shot of the Gateway Arch, which of course is going to have me excited just to begin with, because no one ever acknowledges us around here, right? But you know, I'm excited for it. I don't know how it's gonna go. We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, you know what it might be? I am using a modded version of the game now. I downloaded that Better Planet generation, just because I want more interesting planets to look at. You know, that is one of the downsides with No Man's Sky, is that, you know, after you've seen the biomes, it gets pretty old pretty quick, right? But overall, I mean, it looks... The things look really nice. I'm liking it. But yeah, it does give me some issues on stuff like this, like the Quicksilver missions and whatnot. I don't know, I can go back down and give it another shot. But with how things are generated, I don't know if it's like technically the right planet or whatnot. So we'll just have to wait and see if it'll cycle through or in a second. But yeah, I was watching the Starfield thing, and you know, some things about it look really good. Some things are a little bit more cautious, right? Like, I like, obviously, the No Man's Sky aspects of it and the exploration aspects of it. Not a huge fan of combat. I mean, it's a Bethesda game, it's gonna have some combat, but like that's like the least important reason that I play No Man's Sky, right? Like, I'm here to explore cool planets. But what has me a little bit worried is that most of the planets that they showed were just kind of barren with some color filters and like a quest building somewhere on there. I'm hoping that it's a little bit more involved in that. I don't know if it will be or not. You know, we'll just have to wait and see. I did not watch like the whole Starfield live thingy. I don't know if they went into more detail on the planets and everything. So that could be something I can catch up on a little bit later. So yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about it, but I do need to see a little bit more. You know, they put it up on Steam and it's $70, which is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah. Like they're really gonna have to convince me if they want me to buy it like day of. You know, obviously I have Game Pass. I'm not opposed to playing it through Game Pass. The only issue with it is obviously it's a Bethesda game, which means a lot of mods. I don't know what the mod support is going to be like through Game Pass, right? Like Game Pass is a pain in the ass to do anything in the file structure, right? Even with administrator access, it like blocks you out of certain things, and you can kind of get around it, but it's kind of a pain to do. So yeah, that's one of those things where it's like I'll just have to wait and see. But overall, I mean, I'm excited for more space games and more space sims. If it turns out that there are a lot of cool planets to go check out and they've got a wide variety of biomes in it, then yeah, I'll go and I'll play it. I was looking at the requirement, shouldn't be an issue. Now streaming it might be a little weird. You know, my graphics card and everything, my RAM, I'm not worried about that, but I've mentioned before that my motherboard and my processor are kind of old. Those are a little bit harder to switch out, so you know, we'll just have to play around with the settings when it drops and see how that goes. It really, when they showed the gameplay trailer, it really was not like as graphically intense as I thought it was going to be. Like the character models are kind of they're kind of yikesy. I'll be honest. Everything else, the space stuff, the planet stuff, obviously the starships themselves are really cool, but yeah, the character models are. Well, let's be honest, I'm not playing it for the character models. We'll just leave it at that, right? So we'll wait and see how it goes. Yeah, I was excited to see a little bit more about it and kind of give me an idea of what we're going to be doing in the future. Yeah. Now, obviously, they put out some more. We've had a lot of Final Fantasy 16 content coming out. That one, obviously, I'm not going to be able to play day of. We're gonna have to wait until it hits PC, but I am super excited for it. You know, that's the other thing is I thought about maybe doing a little bit more FF7 today. We'll probably end up doing that tomorrow at some point. We'll just kind of take it easy for today. You know, the thing is, I'm trying to build. Like, I've never really been a big part of the base building aspect of this game, but I really, really wanted to give it a shot. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun, but it's kind of wonky. You know, now that I have the BPG mod, that's going to kind of inspire me a little bit more to keep trying. Man, I'm supposed to be here. Bubble cluster. Ooh, that looks kind of cool. Yeah, I'm supposed to be here. Scanning animals, and they don't give me any animals. That is not part of BPG. I do not have the animal mod at all. So I don't know what the deal is with that. All right, but yeah, I'm trying to get into the base building. It's for how little the game gives you in terms of like item assets, there's so much you can do with it within those bounds. So I'm really having a good time with it. The BPG mod has kind of inspired me because now I have a wider variety of planets to build on. You know, I'm not even remotely close to hitting the cap on any of this stuff. I've never really done a whole lot of base building, and I don't mind deleting some of my old bases if I need to. You know, my first base, Sovier Outlook, the one that I've showed a few times on stream, it might be time for that one to go. The only reason I really still have it at this point is that it has a couple of my tech guys, but you know, I can get them back. That's not a problem. I'm playing in custom mode at this point, so everything's set to easy. I don't really even need them at this point. Yeah, so we might change some things up. You know, I really like that planet. It's a bubble planet. It's got glowing grass at night, but they changed the sky at some point, and the sky is just really not that great now. It's all red. It's like whenever I first landed there, I remember having a nice blue sky, and that's no longer the case. So yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know where they changed something in the settings at some point. But it might be time to switch that up and make some room for some other bases. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. But it is kind of wonky. You know, considering how few like item assets there are, you can do a lot with it. But like trying to build, I mean, it's kind of jank, and I'm slowly learning how to get away with certain things. But if I wanted to build anything with like an angle, like the angle system is just it's not great. It's hard to build anything with like an angular slope. But I've been looking at other bases, getting a few ideas on like how to trick it and that kind of thing. See, my problem is like I don't want to use stairwells and stuff as roofing. Like that's a way you can kind of make a slope. It's just like if it's a house, I want it to be a house. I don't want it to rain on me when I'm inside, right? Who would want that? But it might be the only way to get some of this done. I really don't know. We'll just have to play around and see, experiment a little bit. But I've got a really nice planet. You know, it was kind of a crappy planet before I installed the mod. Kind of brown. It's technically, according to this, according to my game, it is the most perfect planet that I have found, and it's like a 99.7% perfect or something, right? And then you get there and it's all cliff faces. It's one of those mountain valley planets. And it was all brown, kind of ugly. I showed it on one of my previous streams. But now that I've installed this mod, like it's got some beautiful green grass. The mod, you can download some optional things to give you a little bit better lighting effects and color effects. So it's got some nice mist in the morning in the mountains. It looks really good. So I'm excited. I've been building a giant hotel kind of thing. I don't know how it's going to go. I've got to build most of the walls and room structure first. And then I'll get inside and actually deal with the decoration. And it might be kind of tricky. We'll see. You know, I don't like how when you go into build mode camera, you can't like phase through walls. So I'll have to actually be in the base and trying from there. I don't know how it's gonna go. It's gonna be kind of cramped. The camera's not gonna be great, but I'll play around with it. It wouldn't be so difficult if it wasn't a hotel that I was building. But obviously with a hotel, you've got to have kind of all the rooms being the same. I wish I could just like copy and paste, really. I truly do. I know there's, I guess, a mod, or I wouldn't say a mod, it's like an external engine that will let you build bases and then import them into the game. But I think it involves using Blender a little bit, which I don't really know anything about Blender. So that's kind of rough. It would make it a lot easier. These things are kind of creepy now that I look at it. They're like dripping blood. Like, they'd be kind of cute if they were on their own. They're just little transparent balloons, right? But then you get up to them and they're just like the sound that they're making. They're kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie. But they're also the only animals on this planet apparently, so we'll just deal with it. Yeah, I'll show you what the base looks like in a little bit, but I do need some quicksilver. I'm trying to save up for some chairs. I think it's a chair that I'm trying to get. Got a chair, a couple more posters. Yeah, there's a few things that I'm kind of looking for right now. And I need the quicksilver to do it. I didn't realize, because I don't play this game every day, right? I didn't realize that quicksilver was like limited. You can only do it so many times. Like, it's, I think, once a day, and it can stock up to 3 days worth at a time, and then after that you gotta wait. So that really sucks. Like, really sucks. I wish they wouldn't time gate that. Like, there's so many things in the Quicksilver shop nowadays to get that if you started now, it would take you forever to get everything that you want. Like, this cape that I got was like 3,000 Quicksilver. And I've been playing for a while and didn't have that. Now, to be fair, I have bought a couple things, but I mean, it took me a while. I had to wait for the weekend expedition. Right? Now, the weekend mission will give you 1,800, but sometimes it can take a while to get it done, depending on what it was. I really lucked out this weekend. It was just like, kill these hazardous fauna, which is easily, like, Or kill the hazardous flora, right? And that is easily like the simplest of the missions to go through. I thought it was going to be like go down, scan a bunch of stuff, and be really involved, but no, I just go down and kill some plants. I can deal with that. Those are my favorite missions. They're so easy. I run into the like hazardous plants every 2 steps in my games. So I don't know why. They just grow around me, I guess. But yeah, that was nice. This plant is kind of cool. I like this one. You know, obviously the better planet generation has a lot to do with it. I don't know if maybe it looks a little bit different when it comes to unmodded. I'm sure it does, but it looks pretty cool as it is. I can deal with this. It's just I can't deal with these sounds. I can't deal with these sucking sounds. I get enough of these sounds whenever I click on the wrong trends on Twitter. Please, for the love of God. Listen, I mean, listen to this. Really? Really? I'm gonna adjust my eye tracking a little bit here. I'm morbid. Okay, there we go. Open eye, open left, okay. And can I not just change it? Can I not just change it? Will they not make it easy enough on me? Please. Please. There we go. Yeah, that fixed it. Who knows? Yeah, I like Google Media Pipe a lot in terms of the motion smoothing and everything, but I'm still figuring it out. I've probably got to mess around with the settings, but it is really nice that a lot of these that we're getting a lot of different options. Nvidia's got theirs, Google has theirs, obviously. VTubing is in demand. There we go. Hey, there you are. And I'm almost done. I just need these things to poo a little bit more, and they'll be ready to go. I can leave this place. But yeah, so yeah, we'll just kind of play around today. I'll show you the hotel and everything. But yeah, the BPG mod is really nice. I'm hoping that eventually this year we get another update in terms of planet generation and proc gen. We'll just have to wait and see. Like, they don't have to change the terrain, I don't think, as much. Like, it would be cool to see, like, more, like, interesting and unique landscapes. But I know if they do that, they're going to have to they would have to change too much with how the proc gen works. And it's kind of reaching the system of what the game can handle, right? Mess up a lot of bases and that kind of thing. But in terms of just, like, adding new assets, like adding new plants, adding new minerals, all of this stuff that can be added to the current proc gen system, I don't think that would be too bad. They'll have to change the algorithm for the proc gen, but they could easily just add more assets without breaking the game, right? Maybe a little bit more size variation. So yeah, we'll wait and see. Until that happens, BPG's been really good. I'm really enjoying it. It's actually getting me out into the game to explore a little bit more. Yeah, in terms of like Starfield and everything, you know, I've been seeing on Twitter a lot of this popping up. Like, there seems to be this Starfield versus No Man's Sky debate right now, which I feel is a little ridiculous. Like, you can play both games, and they're probably going to do very different things. You know, there's a lot of stuff that will be similar. But, I mean, they're not going to be the same game. Like, there's no way for them to be the same game. Right? You know, some aspects of exploration might be better in this game, and then other aspects might be better in another game. Who knows? So, yeah, I'm just excited for more space games. You know, if it turns out that one isn't good compared to the other, then that's fine. I just want to be able to get into my long hauler and sail the stars, man. Like, whichever game does that better is going to be better for me, right? I think at this point, like, I was looking at the stats on this, I put over 200 hours into this game already, according to Steam, so it's not like I haven't gotten my money's worth over the years. And who knows what Sean's planning for the rest of this year. So there's a lot that can be done. You know, to me, just looking at it, Starfield seemed more about the Bethesda RPG-ish, combat-ish kind of aspects of it, and less the exploration. Because like I said, most of the planets that I saw were just kind of like barren with some color filters, but so who knows, you know? Searching for that perfect planet might be better here. And ultimately, you're talking about, I don't know what the upper limit of the planets are going to be. You know, I thought it was something like in the hundreds or thousands for Starfield, which is a lot, don't get me wrong. But compared to this, where it's 256 galaxies with trillions of stars in them, like it's just too much. You know, it's way more than I think Starfield would be able to handle with all of the other stuff they're trying to do. The only issue right now is just how it handles the planet generation here. You know, they do need to keep the proc gen up to date and expand on it a little bit if they're going to be, you know, touting the planet lists, you know. But ultimately, I don't really think there should be or should be that much competition between the two. Like it's fine to like both games, guys. It's not an issue. And you know, I'm sure that they played a lot of this game to make Starfield, so it's one of those things where, you know, we'll always remember the inspiration, right? Here we go. Now, what was it that I wanted? I think it was a chair. That's what I'm gonna try and find. Other curiosities now. Appearances, gestures, base building parts. Here we go. You know, there's a couple posters and stuff that I need. Like, these posters are kind of pricey. 400? You know, that's basically a daily, right? So, you look through this whole list. This is just base building parts. Like, they really, really need to expand Quicksilver. Like, way more than they currently are. And, yeah. Like, I don't want to have to use Cheat Engine to get all of this stuff. So there was that, but there was also the bubble duct. Like, this is 2,000, and I've seen a few bases that use the bubble duct, and it's really cool. Like, that's so much Quicksilver. And yeah, the time limitation of it is just, it's kind of ridiculous. Especially since it only stocks up, you know, 3 at a time. You know, the game's been out long enough. I feel like they can remove that restriction. Or at least make it so that it expands to at least, you know, a week saved up or something instead of 3 days. All right, so let's go check out my settlement. There were a couple things going on my settlement. I finally got everything in the green. I forgot about my settlement for ages. You know, I got to the point where it was in the black whenever that update first came out, right? Was it Pilgrims, I think? So yeah, I never had to worry about like the people in the screenshots that are showing that they're like several billion in debt. I never had to worry about that. I got it into the green before I kind of forgot about it, and now I'm kind of back into it again because I want an S class settlement. I don't know if that's even something that you can work towards, but I want an S class settlement. But we'll see. All I can do is keep building. See what happens. We're making some money. We're making that dirt. Making that rusted sheet metal. Hmm. Ugh. But yeah, it's just nice to play something a little different now. You know, as I kind of ranted in the last game, I got kind of burned off of FF14 after the P9S debacle, so we'll see. We'll see when the next time I stream it is. You know, next time I stream it's going to be just really casual stuff. But, you know, it's fine. I gave it a shot. I went hard for a couple of weeks there. So now is a chance to just kind of take a break, play some other games. But yeah, we'll do some more FF7 tomorrow, I think. We'll have to wait and see. We'll see what time I wake up and all of that, but I think that's going to be the plan. Okay. This is still really annoying me. I'm sorry. I changed a couple settings and then everything goes to hell. Okay. Where's my eye open? There we go. Are you my eyes? Where are you, my eyes? uh, we'll change that up a bit. Left. There's eye open right. This is the stuff that they don't show you in VTuber school. How to deal with VTube Studio. There we go. I think it'll be a little bit better now. Part of it's my webcam too. Like my webcam's not in a good position. I don't have like a traditional gamer desk. It's like just a normal office desk, so everything's on one flat plane. And yeah, it makes it a little difficult to like actually position my webcam, I think. So yeah, we'll just have to deal with that as we can. But yeah, so we'll see here. New construction opportunity, but yeah, we'll do some more FF. Begin construction of a manufacturing unit. I mean, some of these options don't even feel like options. Like this one's giving me 70k. Why would I not choose that? Right? Like, that would just make sense. Like, neither of them had negatives. Here we go. I spent the rest of my time reading. I've been live tweeting. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter. If you do and want updates in terms of like when we're going to be doing streams and stuff, that's the biggest easiest way to do it is to either like or subscribe here to the channel, and then also subscribe over on the Twitter, because I do post whenever I'm going to go live. Yeah, so I've been reading a couple of books. I've started The Fourth Wing. Now remember, I'm a bookseller, so I bought it at a big discount because our store got it in, and everyone was asking about it. Like I checked Goodreads. I didn't actually read the reviews. I was just like, oh man, this has like the highest rating I've ever seen on any Goodreads, so let's give it a look, right? And to be fair, it is a beautiful book. I don't know if you've seen The Fourth Wing or heard about it or seen anything going on Twitter or TikTok or whatever the kids are using nowadays, right? But it's a gorgeous like gold cover book jacket. But what's really cool is this first run that they did, they spray painted the edges of the pages black and then put little emblems of dragons along the side, right? Like it's basically Harry Potter, but it's dragon riding school and it's adult, right? So I was like, oh man, cool dragon book, right? I haven't really read a whole lot of like hard fantasy lately, but everyone's talking about this book, so let's give it a shot, right? I'll be honest, it's not great. It's not a good book. It is definitely not worth the 4.7 on Goodreads. Now, to be clear, there's a big reason for that. So everything about the book, from the jacket to the description, pretty much everything, if you don't read reviews or are not extremely online on TikTok, like, you know, your typical, hey, I'm in a bookstore and I'm looking for a good book to buy, let's look at some covers kind of situation, right? Like everything about it reads hard fantasy, cool dragons, cool school, right? But it's actually like a hard romance. It's a fantasy romance book. And it's like super like a hardcore romance too. Like Sarah J. Maas almost, right? Very adult, right? I didn't know that going into it. Now, if you're a romance fan, you might like it. I don't know. I don't know anything about romance. But the thing is, I didn't know that it was that going into it. So that's kind of painted like my whole perceptions of it. And at this point, I'm just kind of live tweeting my reactions to it. Just to have some fun with it. Like I bought it. It's a beautiful book. I'm not going to get rid of it or anything like that. You know, especially with the special black painting on the side, right? But yeah, it's already turned out very different than I am. And I'll be honest, it's not a great read. It's not written all that well. The world building is really cool. I do like the world building. That's not an issue. But Yeah, it reads very much like a 12-year-old TikToker suddenly learns swear words, right? Like that's what it reads like. Like the language isn't consistent with a fantasy book, and it's hand waved away by being like, oh well, this was transcribed into modern times by this scribe of your whatever, right? That's not the excuse, right? But it's just trying very hard to be adult and edgy. And if you read my tweets, like every dude this protagonist comes across, like she can't help but comment on how handsome and hot they are. Like every single guy. And they're all hulking dudes. There's like one kind of skinnish guy with freckles, but even he's still really tall and kind of handsome. Yeah, it's just not a great read. It really is not. It's not worth the 4.7 on Goodreads. Let's say. I mean, that's better than like Salman Rushdie's new one. That's better than Inherent Vice. There's no way, no way, right? So I'm just having fun with it, right? But yeah, I've just been kind of disappointed with it. But it's kind of giving me something to do with the live tweeting, and it giving me an opportunity to kind of just have a little bit of fun doing something on Twitter that isn't just shamelessly like promoting my my streams, right? So yeah. But it's at the point where it's like I feel like in our new AI generated hellscape, right, where everything is written by AI or assisted by AI. I feel like anytime an author wants to be super lewd or sexual, or wants to just use a bunch of random swear words in order for a book to appear adult, I feel like the word processor should be able to read that and then pop up with the entire text of Inherent Vice to see if the author got the point, right? Like, if you want to make an adult book that's kind of grody, you need to be able to read this first so you know how to do it well, right? You don't need a lot of swear words. You don't need to describe someone's package every two paragraphs. Just read Inherent Vice, right? Like that's all you got to do. All right, and make sure this isn't popping up with new settlement. Okay, so yeah, let's pop over to my mountain resort and get to work on this. This is gonna take us a while. It's just not great. Like I said though, like this is from the opinion of someone that does not know this was a romance book before I got into it. I really didn't. But yeah, it's not great. I did finally, after I started reading it, like, am I the only one who thinks this is bad? Is this just me? Right? So I went on to Goodreads and started reading some of those reviews, and I'm like, oh, thank God I'm not the only one that thinks this is garbage. There were a couple one-star reviews, and naturally they were getting ratioed by the comments. Some of them were like, hey, hey, you're right. Thank you for speaking the truth. And then there were a lot of others that were like, you just don't get the point. Okay, here we go. I wish there was railing. I need to figure out a way to make some railing here, but yeah, I've got to redo all of that down there. Redo our little entry platform, but I think I've got it in a way that looks kind of okay right now, right? But I need some railing for the stairs, and then this is kind of what I've got so far. I'm trying to make a second level deck, like a tier that goes around it here, like a mid-level walkway. Maybe do like a restaurant or something up top. Obviously, I've got to have the reception desk and all of that. I've got to put some lights down here before I start making the roof, but. Yeah, so the basic concept of this, we'll see how this goes. I genuinely don't know because of how weird the camera gets. Yeah, I was thinking like we'd have one side here that can look into this overpass or look into this valley, and you get the nice planet up there. And then another side that has this side of the mountain, like it's on a ridge line, right? It's on this knife top. Then you get to that other side, and they get a nice view of that planet coming up over the skyline. So yeah, that's kind of the concept. You know, it's pretty basic. It's not like it's anything like super fancy. But yeah, the only other issue I've been having is that the coloring that I'm using, anytime I try coloring some of these pieces, they don't always stay colored. I don't, like, apparently that's a known bug. But I'm trying to do what I can with it, right? Yeah, so these are what the rooms look like. See, I think it's going to be really nice once I'm done with it. I don't know if I'm going to add another level or if I think just 2 floors would be fine. I'm still kind of debating on it. We'll just have to play around and see. The problem is that it is really genuinely kind of difficult to build at this point. Like, see, these did not stay, and I don't know why they didn't stay. Like, why are you not staying colored? I don't get it. There we go. Natural brown. There we go. Now, it could also be, I don't know, maybe the light's just hitting it kind of weird. Yeah, the building is kind of janky. Let's be real here. It's not that easy to build. You can do a lot with it, but you've got to fight a little bit to get what you want out of it. If you're willing to do that, you can make some really cool stuff. But it's janky. It's super janky in terms of the actual construction. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try making some of these little stone half walls and then like angle them up. But like, see, that's the problem, is like anytime I want to make something that's at an angle, it goes south really quickly, like really fast. Like nothing wants to lock into place correctly. It's pretty bad. But let's give it a shot. Let's just see if I can get it working and kind of go from there. Let's see. Yeah, see, this isn't even gonna let me build it, right? Here we go. How can I cycle the axis here? Okay. Ah, there we go, there we go. Let's just see if I can get this to work. Probably not, because as you can already see, it's already getting kind of weird, right? Like, if I can get just one piece down, that makes it a lot easier for the future. Because I think once I get one angled piece down, then they start locking from there. But I have to get that first place. And that is the trick. That's where it goes south really fast. I might just have to... there we go. So now let's see. Do it on this end. Okay. I think that looks good, all right? So let's see if I can get this to lock in right. Ah, but it's at the wrong angle. Of course it is. Of course it's got the... Okay. All right, here we go again. Toggle free placement, okay. Cycle axis. Where's the blue axis? There we go. All right. This is gonna be a pain. So I think, does that look good? Does that look like it's the right angle? I think it looks like the right angle. That's what we're going with. Now we're gonna have to delete. Go. Duplicate there. Come on. Come on. I want to believe. Just have to get it up. That's what she said. Yeah, there we go. Did it? Oh, no. All right, there we go, I think that'll be good enough. That's what we're going with. We'll just keep going up there. There we go. Will it hold through the whole staircase? I don't know. I might be slightly off on the angle. We'll see. Yeah, the other thing is like the camera trying to nope, wrong angle. Okay, here we go again. Just does not want to do it. But yeah, staircases get super wonky, and yeah, it's rough. Let's just call it like it is. Oh, there we go. There we go. But yeah, the camera's really bad. Like you can expand your base, right? Up to like 1,000 units or something. But it's very, very hard to get the camera to agree with it. You'll be kind of stuck in a certain amount, right? God damn it. Oh, free placement again. What is going on with this? What's happening here? Why is it not working? Oh, this is annoying. Yeah, I mean, you see what I'm talking about. You see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about how janky this is. It really is not great. You can get it to work eventually. You're gonna be fighting to get there the whole time. There. I think this right here will work. The question is whether or not is the right angle on this end. Right, like it's not going to be perfect all the way up. I have a feeling that this is not going to align correctly. And then what's going to happen? Oh. Yeah, what's going to happen is that we're going to get up to the top and it's going to be way offline. Like way offline. I wish there was an easier way to do this. I really do. This is just, it's so annoying. There we go. Like, I don't want it to lock because I wish that the staircases had a locking mechanism on the side like this, right? It's only really for the side platforms, and I don't know why. Like, I don't want it to lock, and it's trying to lock right here, right? I don't want it to. I'm not interested in it locking. Yeah. There. Delete that. Duplicate that. Now it's not even showing me the oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. We're just not going to deal with the railing, honestly. We're just not going to deal with it. I can't deal with it. I really can't. It's just too much. It's too annoying. Okay. So, yeah, anyways, back to whatever it was we were doing. So I need to figure out how to build this roofing and the second level here. Let's see. Don't know. Don't really know how I want to handle it. Like, I would like some kind of like bar, right? I think it would be kind of cool to have like a bar up here over the corner or something. I've obviously got to have the reception desk. And then outside of that, I just really don't know how I'm going to handle the roof. I don't want just like a basic blocky roof, right? Like I want something kind of cool with it, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with the aspects that we've got. So I've been doing... See, why is this... Like, it's doing it on that side. Why is it not doing it on this side? Like, why is it not doing it inside the apartment here? Why is it only in here? Okay. That'll be fine. Maybe. It's just so annoying not being able to lock it on certain sides. There we go. Okay. We'll do a timber floor panel from here. Turn off free placement there. But see, I feel like these are too big. Don't you think? Like, wouldn't it be better to just have like a half ramp or something? And then I can use these floor panels for like the bigger section of the upper floor, right? Like, I'm fine using the small timber panels here. So, yeah, I really wish that I knew how to use the Blender version of the builder. I feel like it would be so much easier than whatever this is. It's just so imprecise. It's so imprecise. But like the stuff that you can build with it is so cool, so you don't want to give up on it either, right? Like that's just kind of the position that you end up in after a time. Oh. I don't want it down there. I want it right here. I'm pointing right at you. Why are you not working? Oh, this is so annoying. This is so annoying. But yeah. So, here you go. What the hell is going on? Why? Like, you're right here. Why are you not locking on? Why? Why is it not locking on to its home? There. Okay. Here we go. Well, we sort of got it done, I guess. At what cost? There. Yeah, see, now that I've got those placed, I can place this without too many issues. There. Can I go ahead and color it? Can I color it a darker shade? There. Yeah. Do that. Why is the top like that? It's so weird. Yeah. Now the windows I might change up. Like, I don't like the timber windows here. I might just change them to the regular glass ones, kind of like the actual rooms downstairs, right? You know, I haven't quite decided. Like the normal pane windows, like this, the lower tier here look great, but when it's the upper tier, it starts adding those slats on the top. I'm like, that restricts the view too much. I don't want that. I want them to stay as the bottom level, right? The whole time. I don't want it to auto change. And I haven't figured out any way to fix that. I don't know if there is a way to fix that so it doesn't auto do whatever it does, right? So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I've been keeping the rooftop open here so far just because it makes it a little bit easier for me to move some stuff around. Hey, why? Okay. What is, these are the same walls. These are the same walls. Why do they look so bad? Like, I don't get it. I do not get it. Stone wall, stone wall. Oh, yeah. See, that's another case of this doing this. This is the upper level of stone walls. That's the lower level of stone wall. There's nothing over it. So it looks bad. It's completely mismatched. And yeah, I don't know if there's a way to fix it or not. I wish there was. But we'll just have to make do with what we've got for now. I don't think there's a whole lot else I can do with it. I don't mind doing like some a little bit more furnishing and that kind of thing to kind of clean it up a little bit later. Like maybe use some of these extruded walls or something like that. Just kind of change it up a bit. But for right now, yeah, we'll just have to go with what we've got. All right. Yeah, I originally had this all open so that I could get into the rooms to do my edits, right? But then I realized, like, I'm gonna have to go down here anyways to do the edits. So it really doesn't help a whole lot. And then all of this right here will all be open. I might change these to just window panel. There's really nothing to gain from having them as, there's really nothing to gain from having them as they are there. What did I have it changed to? Was it... I think it was yellow and white. Yeah, there we go. We'll see if that actually holds. It probably won't. It's fine. Okay, but yeah, I might just go ahead and put the roof on top. Yeah. How's the other side looking? I just genuinely don't know what I'm gonna do with the rooftop here. I really don't. Let's yeah, let's go ahead and change these to the wooden panel windows. I think that's really the only way to do it. I just don't like how they look like that being the top row. Yeah. I'm only doing it on that side because this side's just a big mountain. There was a big plant that I completely destroyed. So there's that too. Here we go. That doesn't look too bad. I can keep the slatted windows for like some of the outside sections that I'm not super worried about. Oh. Okay. Nice. Like here it doesn't look too bad because you're like going down some stairs, right? Like, oh, we got the slats kind of looking out into the rooftop above. Also thinking about maybe doing a like you come up here, you look down, maybe doing like a rooftop bar once I actually get the roof put onto it. We'll just have to play around with that as we go through. I really haven't decided yet. I do a stone large window on top of that. Oh, that looks like garbage. Here. If it's gonna let me, I don't know if it will. Oh. Like, see, why does it look like that? Why is it on the inside? Why is it not letting me rotate? There. Like, it does on that side. It does whenever I go over there. See? See, that works. I don't know what's up. I really don't. It's just being really annoying. Like, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I guess the stairs could be a decent roof, maybe. You do something like that. Like that's what I've seen a few people doing to make slanted stuff. But I would like just a regular, just straight slant. I don't know why that's so hard. Yeah. And yeah, you can put some angular slants there. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the sides over there. Now it's not completely symmetrical, which is fine. I kind of planned it that way. Like the stairwell begins at a different portion on both sides there. And then obviously I gotta put some stuff at the bottom here to make some piping and that kind of thing. Alright. Yeah, I could do something like that. That doesn't look too bad. Like a front angle there. Let's just play around with it. I mean, I can always change all of this later. Like, this is just kind of me goofing around, just experimenting a little bit, right? There. See how that looks. Okay. And then do a stone triangle. Maybe. Maybe. Or not. I don't know if it's going to let me do the stone roof side section. Gable, no. I really like it on top of here. I don't think it's gonna let me. I need something to fill that. I need something to fill that right there in the middle, right? But I don't know what we've got in terms of options. This maybe? The sloping panel? See, I don't know if it's gonna fit exactly. Does that fit the side of the roof? Ooh. Ooh, see, that works. That works. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Hey, we're slowly getting it. Maybe put some flags up here a little bit later. Might be kind of nice. And then, no, not us. Let's see. What are we gonna do up top? That's another question. You got the stone roof panels this way. That works too. You can do that instead of the stairs, maybe. But I don't want it to be like too industrial looking. That's the other issue. Let's see, what else do we have? What about the legacy structures? Have anything interesting here in the legacy? I don't think so. Not really. I use the windows sometimes. That's really about it. I think I really have anything here either. Yeah, so let's go with wood. Like the stone and the wood combo I kind of like. I'll be honest, I don't mind it. Yeah, could I do it here? Can I make it work? I think I can. I think I might be able to. Oh, not there. Take that out here in a second. See, I just really don't like those slats. How's it gonna look from the front? That's the question. Be able to put up a big sign. Yeah, it'll look pretty nice by the time I'm done with it, I think. Let's go ahead and get these colored. Think it natural? No, we'll just go natural brown on all of it. All right, maybe I should have used a wooden staircase. I wonder if that'll make it a little bit darker. I do kind of want the dark staircase, dark roofing. See, they've got the slats in them, and I don't really want the slats. Tricky. Building's hard, man. I'm not an architect. I'm just, this is the same way that I used to play with Legos. You just wing it, right? You just wing it and hope for the best. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of these windows. I really am not. I might have to change those up a bit. What else we got? Good timber wall here. We'll have the window on the upper level. It'll be our bracing. It's not like you're gonna look up in a hotel and like, oh boy, there's the roof. I mean, maybe you are, I don't know. Don't let me tell you how to take your vacations, but I feel like you could do a lot more interesting things with it. Ooh, maybe the large... Oh, no, because that changes it to the top level thingy. Oh, I hate that it changes it to the top stuff, right? Like, I don't want that. I don't want it to change to the top. But, what are our other options here? What else do we have? Oh, no, because that extrudes on the wrong side. I don't know. And maybe we'll just have to use the regular window panels again. Not my first option, but or first choice, but I just don't really see any other options on it. There we go. Yeah, we'll build a Put like a little side thing here. Yeah, I think it'll look nice once I get it all finished here. I'm slowly getting the idea down. I think one more tier here, move it over a bit. I think it'll look pretty nice once we're done with it. You know, let's take a look and see what it'll look like once I start putting the signs and stuff out. That's what I'm really excited about, is the decorating. I like decorating the inside stuff. Now, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. There we go, there we go. That's how it works. Okay. Yeah. That'll look really nice. And then, can I change the scale on this one? Oh, I can change the scale. Ooh. Ooh, that makes me excited. That makes me excited. Yeah. But it's floating in the middle of the air. So we'll have to change that. Yeah. Is there any way that I can get it to lock on there? If I can get it to lock on, ooh, that's gonna look nice. Oh. I don't want it to... Toggle the free placement on. Is that gonna work? I think it is. Okay. Well, I've gotta play around with that a little bit more. I wonder, the illuminated sign would work pretty well. Yeah, see, that looks good. See what happens whenever I change the axis on this. It's gonna stay floating in the air, isn't it? Yeah. But if I put it on the top, that's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, max scale. Ooh. Ooh. That right over the top there? Yeah. I see, that looks good. That looks nice. I like that. Oh. Not what I wanted to do. There. There we go, there we go. That'll work. Maybe. Let's just delete it and start fresh. Okay, but we're getting an idea. I like the signs. I like the way that it's coming together. I don't know how we're gonna get it to work completely. Like, I really want this. I really want this on the top, but I can't figure out how to do the free placement on it without it just like sticking there. Yeah, like floating in midair, right? I don't want it floating in midair. I almost need to try doing my best to scuff it, right? So it's like embedded in it, like glitch it or something. Oh, edit base parts there. All right, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely, it's coming together. I'm liking the looks of it. Like I said, I haven't decided if I want to do, you know, a couple more tiers down. We'll see. We'll just kind of play along with it, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I think it's coming together slowly. Okay, so let's get some more walls up, shall we? Let's do some timber walls here along the side. There. If it wants to play. There we go. See, here we go again with the timber walls. It's just it's not wanting to stay there. I don't want that. I don't want the slats. Can I change it? Can I just do a straight timber wall? You know? Can kind of do it there. Doesn't look the best. I guess I can do stone again. Yeah, let's just change it to the timber. I don't really see another option on it. We'll just make do with what we can. Okay. All right. Back wall. Gonna change all of that. Now the question is, how high do I want it to go? Like, is that gonna be enough? Should I just keep it at the windows there? And kind of build everything else around it? Haven't decided. I'm gonna change the color on these though. Like I said, I highly doubt it's gonna stay that color. I don't know why it keeps changing, but it does. Like I kind of like the idea of having the center part come up a little bit and the rest just be normal roofing. I think that might not look too bad. So, yeah, do like a glass container up top here. That might be kind of nice. Chandelier or something in the middle there. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what I can do with it here. Like, see how it comes over to the side here, right? It doesn't have to go all the way back. Do something like that. I've got to figure out my roofing panels. That's going to take a little bit of time, I think. Right? See, that looks kind of weird. I didn't realize that it wasn't like perfectly... Oh, that's right, because it's not perfectly symmetrical. Actually, that might look kind of cool. Here we go. Yeah. There we go. But again, you run into the other issue of the timber not matching here, right? I don't know if whenever I put another roofing panel on top of it, if that's going to change it at all. Oh, did I just put a window on the floor? I think I just did. That's fine. I can take it out later. I have to go through and color all of this. That's going to be really annoying. Yeah, new building update would be nice. Just something to clean up the UI and UX on all of this. I think would be handy. It wouldn't take much, but it does need some work for sure. Right. Did I put one down here? I think I did. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, we've got these stone walls down here. Oh wait, no, because that's to protect the yeah. That's to protect the underside. Because I'll put some flooring down here just to kind of like cover everything up eventually. There. All right, now where was I? On floor panel there. All right, so let's go through and color these real quick. See if that actually holds. I don't know if it will or not. We're gonna try it. Okay. Hey, I would like just like solid glass more than anything else. But I think the only just like regular glass panels are all, they've all got kind of like the steel frame, right? From the prefab. I don't know how that's going to look. There. Okay. I think that looks good. And do a roof right there. Maybe some lights here in the middle. I really need to pick up that Gravitino ball because that's going to get really annoying. I really need to go down and pick that up. Yeah, see, these are changing pink already, and that's not what I had them set as. So yeah, it just doesn't save the colors for whatever weird reason. I don't know the deal. Yeah. There. Helps it out. I think that does. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Yeah, decorating the rooms is gonna be a pain. Yeah, like you see the misty fog and everything down there. It looks really good. Now the downside is the place that I had last time that I showed you, it's still around. Remnant Bay, that's still like my main base. But with this mod, it changed it to a mushroom planet. Unfortunately. It is now a mushroom planet, which is, yeah, you can kind of see where I'm starting with the room, so it's slowly getting there. There. And upload the base. Like, you can have up to 3,000 in any particular area, right? So I've got more than enough to go around in terms of space. 3,000's a lot. Like, it looks like I'm building something pretty massive. I've still probably only used a couple hundred, if that, items. So like 3,000 is more than enough to get done what I want to get done out of it, right? There you go. I'll head back and show you the old Remnant Bay. Show you what it's become. The building is still really cool. And I still might expand it to have like the weapons terminals and stuff. I haven't decided. But I am kind of sad about the mushrooms. Now they're not terrible mushrooms. You'll see. Like it is a luminescent planet, which is really cool. I'm not going to complain about a luminescent planet, right? So all the mushroom caps and everything glow, which is honestly pretty neat at night. But yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of mushrooms. Not at all. But, you know, worst comes to worst, I just turn off the mod. I mean, it's not really that difficult to do. They're pretty easy to turn off, right? All right. Let's take a look and see if there were any other travelers from any other planets. You know, I've been trying to get a safe spot in every galaxy so far, at the very least, right? And thankfully, I've been able to build quite a few. You know, once I get in there, so I've got a portal on Isentam. Obviously, Euclid is Euclid. That's easy enough. I got a portal in Zabarinj. I've got save spots in Hesperus and Lochazink. So I just need to go find a portal there and I can make a base there. Like you can have up to like 50 bases, I think is the limit. I'll have enough to make quite a few in different galaxies once I find the portals. But that means I'll probably need to like get rid of Volcano Bay. It's a really cool planet with the mod. I really like this planet. It's super pretty, but it's kind of hard to find a spot to build. Like it's got these weird plateau things that are really cool looking, but it kind of interrupts my view of the ocean, which I'm not a big fan of. Now let's go check out Remnant Bay here. And you know, I can always spend a little bit of time on stream going and exploring a few new planets. That's kind of what I was doing last time. I'm just, you know, now that this mod is here and I think what it essentially does is it takes assets that are already in the game, but it expands how many of those assets can spawn on any given planet. So it's really cool. It's really neat. It just makes it look a little bit more diverse, I think. But it means I actually have reasons to, you know, visit some of the frost planets and stuff. Now, you can still get like barren planets. Some of them don't have really a whole lot of changes at all. That's just the proc gen. But it expands what the proc gen can do, which is really nice. Yeah, I'm excited for the hotel, but it's going to be hard to beat this one. Because, you know, it's a smaller base, but I do love Remnant Bay a lot. This is now more my home than my first home was. So, there you go. But here, I'll show you what it looks like at night, right? Let's change it to like 3 a.m. Here we go. Just dead of night, right? Safe effects. Yeah, it looks cool with the glowing effects. So, you know, if they're gonna give me a mushroom planet, I guess there are worse mushroom planets to go with. You look out in this direction, it looks really cool. Not as much over the bay. The lighting effects lose a little bit in the distance. But obviously, like right here next to the base, it looks really cool. So, I can't complain all that much. You know, if this is what the mod is gonna give me, I'll take it. It could have been a lot worse. Right. Yeah, it looks really neat with the luminescent mushrooms, and then you've got my neon signs. I just love this base. Like, I know it's nothing special, but I'm so proud of it. Like, it's a simple base, but I'm so happy with how it turned out. I was really worried that it wouldn't end up as much of anything, really. There you go. So I can't kill those things. They're just kind of there. All right. So let's go out and explore. Where was I? I was in Ice and Tam, but you know, I can explore other dimensions and stuff too, I guess. Ooh, creepy music. Something's going on. All right. But before I lose the list of my space stations, I do need to make sure that I, like, save some of them. Yeah, I want to make sure that I save those galaxies there. Save a spot in them, just in case. I don't know much about them. I don't know the different galaxies all that well. Last time I was just going out and doing a little bit of ship hunting. And trying to maybe find a little bit of an upgrade for my Sentinel ships. I like my Sentinel ships. At this point, I'm just like searching for just a couple small changes. It's going to be a long time searching. You know, these things are basically infinite. So yeah, finding one that maybe has a little bit better nose, or, you know, I like my blue ones, but I wouldn't say no to a big beefy white one that's got the big kind of hulking mass to it. There you go. So let's go and see what's out there. Let's go check out some more parts of the galaxy. All right, here we go. So right now we're in Ice and Tam, if you're wanting to follow along, I guess. All right, I've basically just been, like I said, looking at dissonance systems or whatever, right? Not paying too much attention to it. Can't remember which ones are the ones that are supposed to have better chances of paradise planets. I think they're green stars, but I don't remember for sure. I just know the green stars, like, as cool as they are, and they have the better chance, they also have a lot of weird lighting. So half the time I land on a planet is like red or purple skies, or just like purple water or something like that. I'm not a big fan of that. Like, if I'm going to look for an Earth-like planet, I want it to look like Earth. But that's kind of the point, right? Is that I'm searching out here endlessly for that perfect planet. But I might find some cool other stuff along the way. Let's get in here so I can see what other planets are around. Oh wow, is it really just these two? Okay, well, we'll check out the Arctic planet. We'll see what's going on down here, see what it looks like. not opposed to checking out some of these other terrains that I tended to skip these for a long time because I'm like, well, I'm not going to build a base here, so what's the point? But, you know, now that everything looks kind of cool. Okay, so it's kind of an emptier planet. Oh, okay, here we go. Now that I'm getting down here. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Like a snow forest of some kind. Let's take a look from the ground's eye view, shall we? Now the downside is the performance really tanks on this whenever I'm checking it out. Now that everything has a lot more procking to it, has a lot more possibilities, it gets pretty dense in some of these planets. I still have not found like the perfect planet with like massive trees, right? I like my dream planet would be blue water, blue skies, and then just massive forests, just absolutely gigantic forests. There you go. But this looks pretty cool. Let's see what it looks like at night. That'll look pretty cool. Does any of it glow? I wonder. Ooh, yeah. See, the trees glow. Okay. All right. This is if this is a frost planet, this is a pretty cool frost planet. A lot nicer than just like the default frost planets without the mod, because they're just like ice everywhere. Like you got the frosty grass, you got the glowing trees, you just have blizzards every now and then to go with it. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging this mod a lot. All right, let's actually let's scan a couple things so I can save it in my record just in case. And that's the other thing, is I don't know how the Better Planet generation affects like my uploads, right? Like my discoveries. Because technically that's like shared between other people, right? Like if for whatever reason they came across this planet, you know, 5 years from now, it would say discovered by me. But what about all the plants and everything on it? Are those saved? I don't know. My nanites that don't matter because I'm on custom mode. All right, but yeah, I'm digging this. I like this planet a lot. Kind of cool looking. All right. But yeah, only 2 planets in this system, so let's go check out at least one more here. Just see what's out there. All right. Akashi. The Naruto planet. Here we go. But yeah, you know, if you are interested in Starfield and want something kind of tide you over, you know, this is definitely up there. I really, really like this game. As I've shown on stream several times. You know, it's not something that I play every day, but it's just, it's always a welcome return whenever I do come back to it. I usually come back whenever, you know, a new expedition comes out or a new update. And then do a little bit in the game, and then, you know, I'll forget about it for a little bit longer. Back again a few months later. Alright, so this is just another 2-planet system, but this one's got a tropical planet. This one has potential because it looks like it has blue water so far. Now, sometimes you get a little bit closer and it just, like, changes it up, right? You get close, it's like, oh, ooh, it's red. But won't know until I land. It don't hit the water. There we go. Alright, so what's the Better Planet Gen gonna give me? You know, I really only have the BPG, and then like I said, I do have the better lighting one. I do not have the one that's like better moss or better Scorch Planet. It makes them show up a little bit more. I did not go with that one. Ow, this one's a tropical planet? Okay. Interesting. So, like, it can completely... Okay, now that I'm on it, it's got some grass here, but... Damp Misery. That's the first I've heard of that. That's kind of cool. Least Hospitable. Huh. Now, as far as I know, the Better Planet Gen does not affect things like that. That's interesting, that a tropical planet like this is somehow the least hospitable. Okay then. Very, very interesting. I don't think I'm going to be able to scan them. They need to, like, pop up above ground real quick. That's fine. I'm just scanning so I have something that I can submit. Like I said, I don't even necessarily care too much about people seeing that it was discovered by me. Surfius, my old D&D name way back in the day. It's more to save it so I can look back through here in the future if I need to, and see what's going on. But yeah, what's going on with my cataloging here? Yeah, what is my my least hospitable? It's so weird. Only an 84.6 hostility quotient. Uh. Oh, maybe that's because of the Sentinels. Like, I have combat turned off, but maybe that's why. Yeah, Emo Tau. That's my hotel. 99.5. Can't complain. It is pretty with the mod on. Very cool. Deepest ocean. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Highest peak. That makes sense that would have two of my. They do have two of my records. It is an interesting planet, don't get me wrong. Like, the Peak and Valley planets are kind of cool. It's just, you know, whenever you're looking for your records and it's like, oh, that was my most perfect planet, really? You can't help but feel like a little bit of disappointment about it. Like, the one that's extremely difficult to build on is the favorite planet, right? All right, let's just warp somewhere really out there. Here we go. A little living ship can handle some journeying. You know, I've been using it a little bit more. Everyone's got Sentinel ships now, and to be honest, they're all kind of using the big bulky ones. So it's all kind of the same. You just get different colors every now and then. But I love my living ship. He's just a happy little skater. That's what it looks like. It really does. So yeah, and switching back over to it. All right, how many we got here? So 4 planets and a bunch of moons. Okay, that I can deal with. Vapor planet. Okay. Might be kind of cool to go check out. Is that a moon or a planet? Ooh, a paradise planet, but it looks kind of cool from way back here. That's a terror sphere. Well, I mean, we gotta check out the terror sphere, right? Like, coming across the planet that's called the cube. Like, well, it's not just a cube, it's the cube. You gotta check it out now, right? So this isn't just a sphere, it's a terror sphere. What terrors await us? Here I go, willingly into it. Alright. Usually these planets were kind of shitty in the regular version. See how it looks modded. Still kind of shitty. Let's not lie. It's still kind of bad. But, you know. Ooh, but it is a sandworm planet. That's cool. Alright, off you go, buddy. Nice meeting you. Alright. Yeah. Don't really need to stay that long. We saw what we saw. I think terror spheres might be like the default sandworm planets. I think like way back when they introduced sandworms, that was like one of the big ones. Like, you look for the terror spheres. All right, so where was the cool little? Okay, there we go. There it is, hiding over there. Go check it out. It'll be a little bit of a trip, but that'll be fine. I'm excited. Anytime I see a paradise planet, my heart skips a beat. Like Violet every time she sees a man in the fourth wing. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be ragging on a book as a fellow author all that much, but man, I'm just so disappointed in it. I think that's the bigger thing. It's not even that it's necessarily like an awful book if you're a romance fan. I'm just disappointed that it wasn't a dragon book that I wanted. Alright, so unfortunately it does not have any oceans, and wow, this is a planet? Like, it's so small. I think once I land here, this might actually get the record for the smallest planet. This is tiny. It looks like a moon. Interesting. Okay. Let's see if we break some records here. Alright, so nothing really super unique about it, to be honest. Nothing super crazy with it. You know, didn't get quite the... Let's see, okay. Yeah, didn't get quite the unique generation that I wanted. It is very grassy, though. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not a pretty planet. I just wish that it had maybe some oceans, you know? Yeah. Oh. Man, how is this planet... How's this planet smaller, like bigger than my other planet? Add discovery to personal records. Nah, I don't need to do that necessarily. Yeah, what is my smallest planet, I wonder? Okay, so that is tiny. On records. I found a lot of these guys over the years. There we go. I haven't found that many treasures. I was hoping maybe I'd find some more treasures, but you know, it is what it is. All right. Oh, there you are. Yeah, isn't this ship so happy? I mean, look at it. It looks like he's smiling. I just love it. I love this design. I love the skate design. I've seen quite a few that have like the bull head and I don't know. There's just something. I like the sleek designs of it. I'm a big fan of the sleek ships. They just look aerodynamic, right? Alright, it's got some cool views. You know, if I could find maybe some unique, I don't know, like a cool mountain or a cool monument or something like that, it might be nice. But yeah, if it had some oceans, this would be a great planet for me. You know, it's got the blue sky, but just no oceans, sadly. You know, that's the tricky part with planet hunting. That's what it's like to wander the stars. Find something that meets every criteria but that one. One little thing will be the holdup. But that's fine. I don't mind traveling the stars until I die. I can't think of any better way that I'd like to spend it. All right. Well, with that being said, I think it's about time for me to head out. Yeah, I just wanted to say hi, see what everyone was up to. Just get back into streaming. You know, I wanted to do this yesterday, but like I said, the No Man's Sky servers were down. Not much I could really do about that. So yeah, we did it today instead of FF7, but hopefully tomorrow we'll do FF7 and get back on track with that. Spend a fair amount of time. I don't know if anything will be coming up this week on Twitch, if I'm gonna pop over there for anything. Maybe like a late night guitar stream or something. We'll just take that as it comes. So that's kind of why the Twitch channel's there, is the streams that I didn't want to plan out, you know. But thanks a ton for coming along for the ride, you know. Check out No Man's Sky. It is a lot of fun. You know, it's not a super necessarily deep game, I don't think, but ooh, that's the first I've seen of one of these. But it's only C class. That's fine. But you know, if you like exploring, if you like seeing what's out in the unknown universe, and just want something to kind of tie you over until Starfield, I highly recommend it. I mean, this game has come a long way, and it definitely still has a lot to do. It's just you might need some mods to make the experience last a little bit longer. It does get kind of samey after you've kind of explored a few planets, but there's definitely a lot more to it than that. So yeah, with that, ooh, that's cool. Cool solar ship. That being said, thanks a ton, everyone. If you like the content, want to see me next time I'm online, like, subscribe, follow me here, follow me over on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, whatever the social media of choice happens to be. And yeah, I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.